This nursery rhyme was one of my favourites, but did you know it's based on a real cat?
The Owl and the Pussycat. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The owl looked up to the stars above and sang to a small guitar. "Oh, lovely pussy, oh pussy, my love, what a beautiful pussy you are, you are, you are, what a beautiful pussy you are." Pussy said to the owl, "You elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married, too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring?" They sailed away for a year and a day to a land where the bong tree grows. And there in the woods a piggy wig stood, with a ring in the end of his nose, his nose, his nose, with a ring in the end of his nose. "Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring?" said the piggy. "I will." So they took it away and were married next day by a turkey who lived on the hill. They dined on mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. And hand in hand on the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon, the moon, the moon, they danced by the light of the moon.
This poem was written by Edward Lear and first published all the way back in 1870. But what most people don't realise is that Lear is thought to have based it on his beloved pet cat, Foss, who is said to have been a stumpy-tailed, portly and unattractive tabby cat, but one that was a very treasured companion to the poet in his later lonely years. Lear wrote about Foss a lot, to the extent that the cat was nearly as famous as the poet. He was said to roll in Lear's manuscripts to help the ink dry, and when Lear moved to San Remo, he had his architect design a new villa with the exact same floor plan as his previous home, so as not to confuse Foss. It didn't work though. On the first day in the villa, Foss climbed into one of the chimneys. And when Foss sadly passed away, the funeral that Lear gave him was said to be far more elaborate than his own. Foss was said to be between 12 and 17 years old, but Lear insisted he was much older, engraving 31 years on his headstone. But back to the poem. There was also meant to be a sequel called The Children of the Owl and the Pussycat, which was a much sadder tale, but that story was never finished. And so, thanks to Foss, the epic romance of the Owl and the Pussycat shall hopefully never be forgotten. Let's face it, it's definitely a better love story than Romeo and Juliet.